Welcome to United Minds Collective Podcast. This is United Minds Studio, and this is where our minds are always better together. I'm Pamela Watkins, and here we explore how we grow, thrive, and elevate as individuals and as a community. Let's dive in. When I first started this journey, not just the podcast, but the version of myself I'm stepping into, I realized everything I already wanted is connected to how I've been showing up energetically. In my last episode, I shared my why, the reason I started my podcast, and some of the journey that led me here. But today, I want to expand on something that's truly the foundation of literally everything: energy. Your energy is what you carry before you even say a word. It's the frequency you walk in, the feeling you give off, and the signal you send off to the world about what you're ready to receive. I learned that when I started changing my internal energy, my thoughts, my emotions, my outlook, my external world started to shift too. Doors opened, opportunities aligned, and peace found me in places I used to feel chaos. Have you ever noticed how when your spirit feels heavy, even small things start going wrong? Like you spill your coffee, traffic feels worse, or everyone seems to be testing your patience? I've had those days, and I realized it wasn't the world acting up. It was me needing to realign my energy. But before we can even shift our energy, we have to understand what it even is. People hear energy, they think of crystals or vibes, but it's really just awareness of what you're giving off and what you're accepting. Energy shows up in your tone, your reactions, your presence. Have you ever walked into a room and felt tension before anyone even said anything? That's energy. The same way you can feel when someone's spirit is peaceful or heavy. There was a time when I didn't have to say a word. People could just feel when I wasn't myself. It wasn't about attitude or tone, it was the energy I was carrying into every space. That taught me something powerful. People feel your spirit before they hear your words. So think about that for a second. What kind of energy do you bring into a room before you speak? Is it calm, guarded, uncertain? Because whatever you're leading with is how people experience you and what you attract. But here's the part that changed everything for me: realizing that everything in my life was a reflection of the energy I was holding. And that energy started with my thoughts. Your thoughts shape your energy. And the moment you think something repeatedly, it becomes a feeling. That feeling turns into a frequency, and that frequency draws experiences to match it. So, when you start your morning already thinking, today's going to be hard, your energy shifts to match that. But if you start with something like, something good is coming for me today, your entire vibration adjusts. You start noticing little blessings that were always there. I remember when I first started practicing gratitude consistently. I didn't suddenly get rich overnight or have everything go perfectly, but I started seeing how much beauty was already around me. The right people started showing up, new doors opened, and it was all because I changed how I was thinking and feeling daily. So, I'll ask you, what thought do you keep repeating lately? And what emotion does it create in you? Because that emotion becomes the energy that shapes your whole day. Once you become aware of energy, the next step is keeping it in alignment. And that's so important. Energy management is everything. Protecting your peace means protecting your progress. That's why I started setting boundaries, saying no to what drains me, and creating space for silence. When you choose to step back from the noise and comparison, you give your spirit a chance to reset. For me, that looked like unfollowing certain pages, saying no to certain invites, and being okay with the silence. The more I simplified, the clearer I got. And that's when alignment started to feel effortless, honestly. A simple reset I practice when I wake up, I place my hand on my heart and I say, today I decide to vibrate higher. It's a tiny ritual, but it sets the tone for my entire day. It's not about being positive all the time. It's about staying grounded enough to return to peace when life tries to pull you out of it. Energy is everything. This is your inner signal to the universe. The moment you align your thoughts and emotions with peace and purpose, the more life starts to reflect that back. Remember, your energy introduces you before you even speak, so protect it, nurture it, and let it reflect the peace you've been praying for. Before we wrap, if you're looking for extra support on your journey, be sure to check out my behavior support toolkit. It's right here on the table and it's full of super helpful resources to guide you through your own growth. With that being said, thank you for tuning into United Minds Collective podcast. Remember, this is where our minds are always better together. I'm Pamela Watkins, and I can't wait to continue growing with you.